you are joining in. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the last series, the last of 5. I'm clicking on my Facebook business group so I can see any comments coming in. There we go. And it's not there yet. So I'm going to click onto my phone. Welcome. We've been doing this Business Mastery Blueprint series here in the group for the last, this is week 5. Just get me in there. All right. So there. Now, hopefully I can see some comments coming in. There we go. Pop a comment where you're joining in from today. And I thank you for being here. We're going to talk some reality, some business reality today. Okay, there we go. So pop a comment where you are joining in from, if you're watching the replay, where you're joining in from, and feel free to get going in this discussion today about business success and business failure. Business success and business failure. For anybody joining in, how many years have you been in business? That's the first question. How many years have you been in business? And I'm curious if you know what one of the number one reasons businesses fail are. When I wanted to start a business 23 years ago, a little story for you here, I had no idea where to go, no idea where to start. I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I knew that I needed help because I had seen a career counselor, and that career counselor was able to help me discover that I'm dyslexic and not stupid, because I had always thought that I was really stupid. And he helped me uncover that I am dyslexic. And if I surround myself with people that have strengths to my weakness or different skill set than me, that I could do anything in business, like that I could go really far in business, that I could create a thriving, successful business. I knew after I saw him that I needed help to get a business up and going. It's great to have a vision. It's great to have a dream. It's great to have goals. And it's another thing to take actions to make those happen. And so I fell into the Small Business Development Center. And at the time it was free. I don't know if it's still free. I have no idea. They helped me to create my very first business plan 24 years ago now, 24 years ago. It was one of the most difficult things that I have ever done because it forced me to do the research, to look at finances, to look at projections, to call other businesses like the one that I wanted to open and get pricing. Back then it was the good old-fashioned phone. So that was what I did. And that counselor, that mentor that I had in the beginning, he would help me to get back on track. I wanted to do all the marketing, all the ideas, all the fancy websites, all the designs. And he would pull me back to creating that simple, detailed plan that showed the reality, the steps needed to grow the business. Fast forward, that business started. I had employees. It grew, and I was able to sell that business. Without that plan, I would have been flying by the seat of my pants. Can anybody relate to that? So the number one, well, here's seven reasons that most businesses fail. And this is through the Small Business Administration. Number one, lack of research. Lack of research, that's number one. Lack of research. Research comes when you're planning. Not having a business plan, number two. Not having the business funding necessary to create the business. Financial mismanagement. Poor marketing. So you see, poor marketing is number 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Poor marketing. Number 5, down the ladder. Not keeping abreast of customers' needs or competition. Again, back to that plan. Failing to adapt, failing to pivot. So the plan is set in place and it's necessary to be flexible so that you can pivot if you have to. So failing to adapt, growing too quickly. How often do we hear of maybe of a restaurant? That's the easiest example that I can think of that has done amazing. They've got one location. They're in their first couple of years. They're doing amazing. They go and they branch out to the second location, and that second location fails, or perhaps their whole business fails because they grew too fast. So that plan is a way for you to get very, very clear on what the necessary actions are for you to succeed. I have had clients that I've worked with that have done planning with me, or my vision mapping framework, which is essentially sexy words for creating a plan. And they had an idea of a business that they wanted to start or create. And once they started to work on that plan, they realized that they did not want to take all those actions necessary to make that happen. So the plan gives you a way to really look at what's necessary to do. And for me and the clients that I work with, it helps to stay focused on a plan, because there's constant squirrels, right, that are going to pull us, detract us. It almost happened for me this morning where I wanted to move quickly in a different direction. Luckily, I have a coach and I have accountability business partners in my life that I can bounce those squirrel ideas off, and they can help me to get back to my plan. That is why I do planning, workshops. I've done retreats. I've done master classes. In my business 6-month mastery program, we spend a full month on the planning, because that's the foundational piece. And that's the piece that so many business coaches, business experts forget to spend a lot of time with their clients on. It's essential. It can be very frightening because there's financials and the reality, the real truth. So all that being said, I am curious if you've ever developed a plan for your business and what that looked like, how you followed it, what happened. And if you haven't done a plan for your business, I highly encourage you to join my business blueprint workshop this Thursday. Think of any time that you've set a goal, maybe it's an exercise goal, and you've created a structure around reaching that goal. Think of what's happened. Did you reach that goal? Did you exceed that goal? And then think about a goal that maybe you wanted to have and you didn't create a plan, and think about what happened for you for that. So what's the difference? I would think that having a plan, you would have been more successful than not. That's been my experience and the clients that I work with. So I'm going to pop this link into the comments for you to join the workshop this Thursday. It's 4:00 Alaska time, 5:00 Pacific, 8:00 Eastern time. And we will spend 2 hours designing your 90-day plan. And the other day I was teaching a master class, and I said intentional a couple times. I said, the plan allows you to create an intentional plan, an intentional goal. And one of the ladies that was on the master class said, I'm not understanding what you mean by intentional. And I explained it, and she, like, the lights went on. Intentional versus not intentional. An example, when I was selling real estate, making a pile of money, the goals that I had were always being set higher, 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 higher goals, higher goals, higher goals. And I had no intention on what that money was going to be used for. I just wanted to make more money. I was stressed. I was exhausted. When I put an intention on the money, here comes a helicopter. It's going to get loud. It's a military helicopter flying over. Woo, it's going to be loud. Sorry. There we go. When I put an intention, and an intention can be asking yourself the question, what will this money, what will this car, what will this home, what will this, whatever it is, provide for others, for my family? What will it do? Will it help your health, your marriage, your relationships? Will it allow you to help others, your family, your loved ones? Volunteer. When you can get really clear on the intention of creating a plan, the percentage rate goes way up for you to be successful with that plan. I invite you to join in the comments your business blueprint 2-hour workshop where you will leave with your 90-day plan this Thursday. Wouldn't it be great to go about the rest of the summer and enjoy yourself and move into the fourth quarter with a plan? I like to think of it as rocketing into the fourth quarter with a plan for your success to end out 2023 successfully. So click the link. I hope to see you in the workshop. And I am looking for those of you that may be interested or know somebody that may be interested in being an expert speaker in here for the next Blueprint Mastery series, which will be coming up. And there's a lot of opportunity for you to get tons of promotion inside this group, as well as almost my 100,000 followers outside of the group. So let me know what your expertise is that you can bring to share to help business owners in this group grow, thrive, prosper, and we can have a conversation and see if you're a good fit and how we might be able to collaborate. Thank you so much for joining today. Here in my office in the trees in Anchorage, Alaska. I look forward to seeing many of you in the workshop this Thursday. Let's do this thing and get our businesses rocking and rolling. All right, take care.